call tonight's regular council meeting to order. So we had a inauguration meeting at 5 o'clock today with members from the public and family and friends, and all of the council has now been sworn into office, and we have our oath of office here. So this is now officially the new term of the new council. So welcome to some of the newcomers and to the old comers as well. And we'll get started here. Recommendation that the agenda for the regular council meeting of November 5th, 2018 be adopted as presented. Moved by Councillor Moreau, seconded by Councillor 80. All those in favor? Any opposed? Motion's carried. It's going to be a good term. Item 3A, recommendation that the minutes of the special council meeting of October 22nd, 2018 be adopted. Moved by Councillor Cunningham, seconded by Councillor Niche. All those in favor? Any opposed? Motion's carried. Item 3B, recommendation that the minutes of the regular council meeting of October 22nd, 2018 be adopted. Moved by Councillor Skelton Morvan, seconded by Councillor 80. All those in favor? Any opposed? Motion's carried. First up, we have a report from our corporate administrator regarding the 2018-2019 appointment of acting mayors. Mr. Mandrick, you have a schedule for us?
Thank you, Your Worship. I do. So I'll read that the schedule out. So January of 2019, acting as the mayor will be Councillor Niche in the event of your absence. February 2019 will be Councillor 80. March of 2019 will be Councillor Skelton Morvan. April and May of 2019 will be Councillor Rendhawa. June and July will be Councillor Moreau. August will be Councillor Cunningham, as well as September, Councillor Cunningham. October will be Councillor 80. November will be Councillor Skelton Morvan, and December will be Councillor Niche.
And this year, November, December?
We've got Councillor Cunningham will be the acting mayor.
Okay. Recommendation that council appoint and approve an acting mayor schedule for 2018-2019 year. Moved by Councillor Cunningham, second by Councillor Niche. Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Any opposed? Motion's carried. Next up, another report from our corporate administrator regarding the 2019 council meeting schedule. Anything you want to speak to this on?
No, Your Worship. It's as it stands. It's just like a resolution of acceptance.
Okay. Recommendation that council approve the 2019 council meeting schedule. Moved by Councillor Skelton Morvan, seconded by Councillor Cunningham. All those in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. Okay, next up we have another report from our corporate administrator regarding the North Coast Regional District appointment of directors.
Thank you, Your Worship. The North Coast Regional District requires 2 members of City Council to serve as directors. Therefore, we need to appoint 2 members of Council. Secondly, 2 alternatives from Council also need to be appointed, a primary and a secondary, as director alternates should one or both appointed members be unable to attend a board meeting. Thirdly, the Council decides which of the 2 appointed members of Council on the Regional District are to receive which number of votes. So the City is allotted a total of 7 votes within that Regional District board, and in the past years we've allocated 4 to one City Director and 3 to the other. The request is that a resolution with the appointments and votes associated with each of these appointments be made by resolution.
Thank you, Mr. Mandrick. Councillor Moreau?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I think given the number of irons in the fire and work underway with the regional district, whether that's the Resource Benefits Alliance or a discussion around regional services, I'll move that council appoint Mayor Brain and Councillor Cunningham to continue to serve on the North Coast Regional District as municipal directors, and that council designates the weight of 4 votes to Mayor Lee Brain and 3 votes to Councillor Cunningham.
I second that.
Do you want 2 resolutions, Councillor Mr. Mandrick?
As you wish, Your Worship. We can have it all in
Sure,
one vote, or one resolution.
Well, yeah, we'll just we can pass that resolution, then we do the alternates after. So, okay. Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Any opposed? Motion's carried. And then we need some alternates. Is there anyone who's particularly interested in being a primary or secondary alternate to the board? Councillor Niche. Rendhawa. Anybody else here that's interested in being an alternate? You good? Okay, who wants to be the primary alternate? Which means if one of us can't make, that person's the next in line for that. Any interests?
Sure.
Primary?
Sure.
Okay. And secondary. Okay, so I'll move that Councillor Niche be the primary alternate and Councillor Ranhawa be the secondary alternate to the North Coast Regional District. Seconded by Councillor Moreau. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed? Motion's carried. Next up, we have a report from the Corporate Administrator regarding the Northwest Regional Hospital District Appointment of Directors.
Thank you, Your Worship. The Northwest Regional Hospital District requires appointment of 2 members of City Council to serve on the Northwest Regional Hospital District Board as directors, and that 2 additional members of council be appointed as alternatives.
Any thoughts here, guys? Councillor Moreau?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I was noticing a note that council may wish to consider appointing the same representatives to both the Northwest Regional Hospital District and the North Coast Regional District, just because there's potential for cost savings, but also I know there's a number of synergies between the two. So, with that said, I'd like to make the same motion that council appoint Mayor Lee Brain and Councillor Cunningham to serve on the Northwest Regional Hospital District Board as directors.
Seconded. So just so for folks are aware, those meetings happen in the same day. There's one in Terrace in the afternoon, and then we do that meeting at night with the regional district, so it kind of works out that way. Okay, all those in favor? Any opposed? Motion's carried. And alternates. Anybody want to be an alternate? So this would require potentially travel to Terrace. Councillor Ady. And one more. You work in probably schedule. Councillor Randhow is willing to do it, but are you wanting to be an alternate?
If Councillor Randall can take it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
If he's interested?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
You're interested then?
Yeah.
He's saying that it's okay for you to do it, yeah.
Yeah, no, I just thought that there wasn't anyone's.
We're gonna pass it to you, Councillor Redhour. I know his airport schedule is probably can be a hindrance to him traveling there. So, okay. So I'll move that we appoint Councillor Ady and Councillor Randhawa as the alternate directors to the Northwest Regional Hospital District, and seconded by Councillor Skelton Morvan. Further discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Any opposed? Motion's carried. Okay, reports from council. I'd like to say a couple words. Coming in as a new council, looking forward to working collaboratively as a team to execute many of the items that we have already outlined in the HASTE 2.0 blueprint presentation. Still remain many of our top priorities as a council, particularly the infrastructure deficit that we're tackling. We just did phase 2 for the water dam. We're trying to raise funds for phase 3, which is to do the submarine lines, as well as the water treatment. That's council's flagship Rebuild Rupert project. So that's going to be our top priority moving forward, is to secure the water supply for the community moving forward. And there's a variety of other infrastructure issues that we're going to be addressing as well. Creating new revenue, getting Watson Island to looking towards new proponents as we move forward there as well. And so there's lots to do still. And everyone has heard me talk for an hour and a half already on all this stuff, but I just want folks to know that we're going to stick to our plan. We got a good trajectory now. We got some momentum moving forward, and we want to move this community into the 21st century and really tackle some of the past issues and get on top of them. And so I'm really looking forward to tackling those challenges and continuing the good work we're doing. That being said, maybe I'll hand it over to council, as well as maybe some of the new councillors who maybe would like to say a few words. Perhaps Mr. Nick Eady would like to say a few things.
I won't say much because I'm going to be learning a lot in the next few weeks. But I do want to say that I'm very grateful for the opportunity to do this, and I agree that there's a lot of very positive things that are happening, and I'm really enthusiastic about being a part of that. So happy to be here.
Great, thank you. Perhaps we'll just do a round with council, actually, if councillors are wanting to say a few words.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thanks for another opportunity to serve our community. And we already have momentum going on, and we have a great team, looks like. and looking forward to work for best interest of our community. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Mayor. Councillor Adie and Councillor Skelton Morvan, congratulations and welcome. It's great to have you guys here. And I just want to say, obviously, thank you to everyone that got out to vote. And a particular thank you to Charmaine Carlson and Sarah Dancer who put their name forward. It takes a lot of courage to stick your neck out that way, and democracy in action. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this new team comes together and gels over the next 4 years.
Shanish?
I just wanted to say thank you to everyone, and also look forward to the next 4 years. Hopefully it's as productive as the last 4.
Councillor?
Awesome. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Oh, yeah, it's still quite loud, but that's okay. A little bit of feedback there. No, I'd just like to thank everyone that came out to vote, and I'd like to also agree with Councillor Moreau to thank a special thank you to Sarah Dancer and Charmaine Carlson for putting their name forward. And for those that came out to vote and supported myself, and for those that didn't, I still continue to serve. And if there's anything and any concerns that they would like to speak to me about, I am all open ears, and thank you. No, I'm very humbled and honored to be here, so thank you all.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Cunningham?
Okay, I'll just echo everyone else's sentiments. Welcome Reid and Nick to the council. We've got a lot of things still undone that we've started, and it's going to be a lot of fun and some good results. I want to especially thank Charmaine Carlson and Sarah Danson for stepping up to the plate. It takes a lot of guts to do it, and a lot of people talk and talk and talk, but they never do it. On the other side of it, as everyone knows, I'll bring any issue to council that I think is worthwhile to bring to this room, and I'm also out there and anyone can talk to me anytime. And on those issues, I have 2 to bring up.
I was
Surprise, surprise.
anticipating that.
2 are from the last meeting. One was if Emerson Place is considered a road. I asked about that, didn't get an answer yet. And the other thing is about Rushbrook parking. I brought up that Rushbrook parking the fee should maybe be waived during the winter, so people using the trail will park at that end and not at the other end and clutter up an industrial area till we get that straightened out with signage and that. And I think it's by having free parking there, it's going to encourage people to 1, use the trail in the winter, and 2, park at this end instead of the other end. I'd just like to have that looked into and see if we can do something about it.
Sure.
And again, thank you everyone for coming out and voting, and thanks for everyone that got in.
Thank you. Okay, on that note, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn. Moved by Councillor Cunningham, second by Councillor Niche. All those in favor? Meeting's adjourned. Thank you very much.